introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
My name is Vanna Vandal, and I'm from Fresno, California, and I've been a local comedian here, as well as traveling outside of California, all over the place, really. I do comedy, and I also have a booth where I make accessories. So that's what I was doing here at the AnimeCon, doing stand-up comedy and having a booth.
When did you start and what gave you the interest in becoming a comedian?
My mom likes to say that I started as soon as I came out because I was supposed to come out naturally and I was a C-section. So my mom says since I was born, but I've been doing comedy. I started out in Fresno doing local comedy clubs back in 2011. So for 6 years now, I've been inactive in the Fresno scene.
As a comedian, a lot of the jokes are based on and from your life. At what point did you decide that your life was a good content to you?
I always like to joke that I was forced into doing comedy. Ever since I was little, I wanted to be Jim Carrey. I've been performing since I was 4 years old. I started with dance, Broadway. I was always making jokes, getting in trouble a lot for talking too much. So I feel like my life, the moment I realized that I wanted to do comedy was when I was like, yeah, my life is a walking joke. Like, let's be real here. So comedy life chose me. I didn't choose the comedy life.
Who is your influence? Who are you a fan of? Whom do you listen to?
My favorite comedian of all time is Steve Martin. I really love Jim Carrey too. Honestly, they're so different. They're both my number ones. I would probably freak out if I saw Jim Carrey. I also really like Jerry Seinfeld. Those are my top three, as I like to say, my all three number one. They're like children. You can't pick them, or so I've heard. You can't just pick one. I really, really like them a lot. I'm influenced by a lot of different things, not just comedy. I like people who do podcasts too, so like Joe Rogan, comedy. I like stuff that's real. That's where the nitty-gritty, real-life fun stuff is. Yeah.
When telling your jokes, does knowing the ages of the people in your audience let you know what kind of jokes you can and cannot tell, or it doesn't matter, you're telling your jokes freely?
I try to think that for being a female comedian that's out there, I like to think I'm pretty clean, on the cleaner side of things. If I see people out there and they're super old, I like to point that out too, because commentary and when you relate things to real life, there's always so many different people who can relate to things. For example, my Flintstones joke, a lot of people don't know the Flintstones was actually a cartoon before the Vitamin. That's real life. So I like knowing the age of the people that I listen to because I really like connecting with people. To me, I get as much joy seeing them in their life and making fun of them because a lot of other people have really cool things going on in their lives. Like, for example, the person in the audience today, I didn't know how old they were, so I like to make fun of them. I mean, it's a comedy show. If you sit in the front, you're fair game. That's what's cool about AnimeCon. We like to get people involved. It's anime starring you.
Like what you just said, you do a thing called crowd work. Explain to us, what is crowd work and when did you decide to do this?
I've always been a fan of crowd work. Growing up, I've always liked comedians that are really engaging and interact with the audience. Jim Carrey does that, and I'm a huge fan of it. Jerry Seinfeld does some really good crowd work, and I feel like crowd work's that one thing when you're a comedian, you have your own jokes, but the crowd work, that's where the improv comes in. That's where you don't know what's going to happen. You don't have anything prepared for that. So I think it's the coolest way to interact with your audience and just have a good time with it, because really that's what performing is all about, especially at a convention like this today. If anybody would like to follow me on Facebook, I'm very active there, Vanna Vandal, and I'm very active on my Instagram. And you can follow me at hello.vanna. I'm also on YouTube channel Hello Vanna. And you can find my booth, Skull and Bow 77, at a local convention near you.
Thank you very much for being with us today, everyone. Vanna Vandal.
Thank you, guys.